is a part of my past that I have not gotten into on this channel. It's a really essential part of who I am. So I feel like it's a new year. There's no better time for me to show you who I used to be. And that would be an Instagram editor. I know. I can't believe I'm sitting here right now. I can't believe I survived that era.
Not this.
You read the title. I'm gonna be reacting to my old Instagram fan edits from when I used to run a fan page over on Instagram. Probably like 2017, 2018 is what we're talking. Okay, rough time. I made a video a while back where I made a fan page for myself. Also, update on that video. Someone actually did make a fan page for me and I was so excited. They were so nice. And then they quit. So that's where I'm at. Anyways, in that video I talked about how I used to have a fan account, but I didn't go into much detail and I didn't show any of the edits I had made, so that's what we're doing today. I went through several editing phases, okay? Different usernames, different themes, different styles, different editing programs. I started off using iMovie and then I went to Final Cut Pro. Don't ask how I edited on that. I don't know. And then I made the upgrade to After Effects and that's what I've been using ever since. My edits are really great now, but humble beginnings, guys, okay? I started very poorly. These edits are actually also, I think I went through 2 or 3 usernames, but the Instagram account where all these edits lived may or may not still be active. It does still exist and I use it sometimes, so I will be blurring my username because none of y'all need to be finding that shit. I want to start with the first edit I ever made. This was on iMovie. It was 2017. Here we go. Let's watch it. I'm so scared. Okay, let's go. I won't lie, that is not the worst of it. That is pretty tame. Literally just put clips together or over a song. We are also going to ignore the fact that I am using white borders in 2017. A time I don't miss white borders on Instagram. Had to keep the theme, guys. It's so ugly. There were no transitions, no effects, no nothing, because I didn't know how to do any of that. And of course, it was with my girl Adeline Moore, and like, I love that girly. I decided 3 posts in a row I would do an edit of the same person because that was my theme for some reason. So for the first 3, it was Adeline. The next 3, it was then Sarah Baska. All right, let's watch one of Sarah.
Boy, you already know. I brought an ounce that I can burn down. Bad bitch and I got her down. Call up your friend, tell her.
Sure. Oh, I didn't rate the first one. First one I'm gonna rate 4 out of 10. No effects, no transitions, and white border, so it's a no from me. This one, I tried to go, I tried using effects and a little transition here and there. Again, not great. Not great. I'm gonna have to give that one a 5 out of 10. You know, it's not terrible. I like the sound. Let's move on to my first of many Ariana Grande edits. Again, still in 2017.
If we don't fuck this whole thing up, guaranteed I can blow your mind.
I prefer grande.
And tonight I'm in a dollar sign, guaranteed I can blow your mind.
Right. 2 out of 10 immediately off the bat. 2 out of 10. I tried using the funny clip of her talking. It just did not flow. The transitions are bad. Also still using white borders, so no. Okay, let's move into 2018. This is when I really started getting into it and like wanted to make some fire ass edits. Where should we start? Let's do this one of David and Liza because if I remember correctly, this one has a lot of effects on it. I think at this point I was using Final Cut Pro. I like don't want to press play. I don't want to watch it actually. I don't. Okay, let's watch it. What is that? Okay, that was kind of cool. Okay, the GIF. I get it. That wasn't bad. Is it just me or was that was kind of good. Dude, I could recreate that now and it'd be fire. Oh my god. The transitions are kind of good. Like, obviously they could be smoother, but that transition slays. And the money overlay? Okay. I'm okay with it. I'm gonna give that like a 6 out of 10. Then I moved into my Nick Robinson phase, guys. The amount of times I edited Nick Robinson, that was my boy in 2018 and 2019. He was my man. I claimed him first, guys. I made a lot of edits about him. They kind of went hard and I kept making them because they kept getting views. Those were my highest viewed videos. This one, I think this was my first like 200 to 400 view video. Like this was it for me. I remember hating it so much, but it did so well, so I was like conflicted. Oh my god. Like, it's not bad. I I would still make this type of edit today. I don't hate it. It's kind of cute. I really loved a heart overlay. I want to give it another 6 out of 10. Like, it's not bad. Guys, I am not that bad at editing. I thought these were going to be much worse. They're not, actually. Oh my god, guys. We have to watch my first plot twist. This is what, you just have to see it. I'm not gonna do any explaining. We're just gonna watch it. Let's go, let's go, let's watch it. Boo. No. Oh my god, no. Yeah. I really love this little film grain overlay, and it's really ugly. That kind of slayed. That kind of went off, that little end part. You know what? Again, it could be much worse. I truly don't know why I chose to plot twist Noah Centineo. Not saying that I like him. I just don't understand why of all people, they didn't have beef or anything. So I don't know why I chose them to pit against each other, but it worked. Okay, it worked. Did I rate that one? I'm gonna give that one a 4 out of 10. It's not great, but the transitions are getting better slowly but surely. I vividly remember making this next one. This is moving into more of my Emma Chamberlain era of edits. And I decided, oh my god, to edit the Gerties. If you know, you know. God, I do miss 2018. Okay, let's watch this Gertie's edit. Damn, that film overlay. That little text effect. I started using shakes. Okay. This is when I started obsessing over effects and overlays because I felt that's the only way I could spice up my edit. So I started using that glitter spiral thing. I used that in like every edit. Started using shakes but didn't really know how, like, shakes are cute. I do love a good vertical shake. Those are not cute though. I don't know what that was. That little text effect in the beginning, I thought I went so hard with that. I thought that was the end of it all. I thought that was my peak of my editing. It was not even close. I rate that one like a 3 out of 10. I'm just bored, like it's boring. I'm over it. Next up we have my first After Effects edit. When I got After Effects, I genuinely had no clue how to use it and I refused to watch tutorials. I thought I could figure it out. I mean, eventually I did, but this first edit, wow. All I remember is that it's rough. Jesus, that's gonna make me dizzy. The panning, okay. At least the transitions are kind of smooth. Like I understand what's going on. Oh geez. That film burn, I use that in practically every edit. I'm actually very surprised that I am using panning, even though it is like really intense. That one, that's gonna get a 1 out of 10. But hey, okay, we're done with 2018. Let's move into 2019. This, I would say, is my peak of editing. This is when I started selling custom edits on Fiverr and was ranking in that cash. Let me tell you, I still have a Fiverr if you would like to order a custom edit. Link down below, I guess. When I started making custom edits for people, I was making an edit like every single day. I was loving life. It's very Nick Robinson and Emma Chamberlain heavy, but hey. Let's do this Emma Chamberlain and Ethan Dolan plot twist. Need I say more?
Flex.
Okay, TMG.
Take your bitch to Nordstrom Rack.
This fade is killing me. Okay. Oh.
Flex.
Okay.
I'm holding half a stack.
See, that little...
Flex. Not trying to
This one kind of slaps. I'm not gonna lie. This one kind of goes hard. That, when the image comes up from above and then snaps in, oh, I abused that effect and transition so much because it was easy to do and I loved the way it looked. I mean, honestly, it looks really good, so why not? Also, a cube? I still don't know how to use a cube. I don't know how I was doing it back in 2019, but I don't think I've touched a cube or a 3D object since, and you know what? I am totally okay with that. This, like, not all the way fading and this intro is not my fave. I think the effects are pretty good. The transitions aren't awful. It flows pretty well. I honestly really like this edit. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, and I think that's the best one we got so far, so yeah, go 2019 me. When I think of my editing journey, this edit comes to mind. I think this is peak transition edit for me. This took so long, and honestly, I really love this edit. It's really good. I tried remaking it and it just did not turn out the way my editing nowadays is not effects and transitions heavy. Like, it's mostly just velocity, which is fine. Velocity is so fun. Wow. I think I really snapped with this one, so without further ado. Also love this song. Another cube, like, oh my god. Like, you can't lie and tell me this isn't fire. First of all, Holy Trinity, yes. Timothy, Nick Robinson, Joe Keery. If that does not scream 2018, 2019, I don't know what does. Also accompanied by I Wish by Cher Lloyd. Such a banger. I love this edit. I think it's really good. I mean, I definitely would change some things now, but the transition like that, little zipper, took me so long, but it looks really good. That one's gonna get an 8 out of 10 for me. This is another classic edit of mine. Another Emma Chamberlain edit, but again, I love this edit. This one is really good. Okay, let's just watch it. I love that little fade back and forth. I like this edit. It's cute. That first little tile rotate slide, I've tried recreating that. I genuinely don't know how I did that because it looks so good and I don't know how I did that. And this zoom out and like split and then the warp. Dude, it's so good. I'm gonna give that one a 9 out of 10. I know. I'm not saying this is one of the best edits I've ever made. I think maybe I am. I think I just lied. This last edit, this might be my favorite edit that I've made in this era. It is actually a remake of an edit I made like a year prior, which we did not watch. But it's okay, because I'm just gonna show you this one because it's better. Let's watch, I'm so excited.
Gelato, I stick you the pack. You know I'm picky with that.
It's smooth, it's so smooth.
With that Louis V. She said she wish it was two of me. Gelato, I stick you the pack. You know I'm picky with that. Hey, walking that bit with that Louis V. She said she wish it was two of me.
That background like shatter effect, if you told me to go into After Effects right now and do that, I would not know how to recreate that. I don't know why this one of all of them is so smooth. Like I think I finally learned how to use Twixtor a little bit. Because I don't know if you realized, most of the edits we watched are all just pictures. There are no, I was scared of using videos and edits because I did not know how to do that. But then I learned how to use Twixtor and man did it pay off because this looks fire. It's cute. And so is Nick Robinson, like you already know. That one I think is a 10 out of 10. And I think that is where we're gonna edit today. I mean, those are really good edits. Thanks, I know. For, you know, the first few years of me editing, I think those are really good. So I think that just goes to show how talented I am at doing literally everything. Thank you for watching. And I'm sorry, some of these were really bad. And I'm sorry I had to put you through that. But you know what? For entertainment's sake, I think it was worth it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe down below for more videos from me. Again, I will have all my socials linked down below, including my editing account. Go check it out if you want. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.